Have you ever stopped to think about the sheer engineering maybe behind a whole nation's financial system?
It's pretty complex.
Yeah, I mean, all those hidden gears, the really sophisticated tech that keeps everything running smoothly, hopefully, from, your daily tap to pay to the entire economic stability of the country.
It's a massive interconnected web.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into, well, the fascinating world of the Reserve Bank of India, the RBI, and specifically how it's using cutting-edge technology.
Right, to manage India's huge financial landscape.
Exactly. Our mission, really, for this deep dive is to unpack a whole stack of sources that detail the RBI's different platforms. We want to reveal some surprising insights, maybe give you some aha moments about how tech powers India's finances, keeps consumers protected.
And even helps you track down your own lost money, potentially.
Yes, that too. So think of this as your shortcut, your guide to understanding the tech backbone that really affects everything: government finances, your own bill payments. We're aiming for clarity, but, without drowning you in jargon.
Sounds good. Let's dive in.
Okay.
The scale we're talking about here is just mind-boggling. Think about the sheer volume of transactions, the data, managing the financial pulse of a country the size of India.
I really can't imagine the kind of infrastructure you'd need. So let's start right at the core. How does the RBI actually manage all that? The massive financial activity of the whole nation. What are the foundational pillars?
Okay, so at the absolute heart of it, the core banking solution, the central nervous system, if you will, is a platform called e-Kuber. It launched back in 2012.
e-Kuber, okay.
And this wasn't just about writing code. It was like re-engineering the entire financial backbone, making it secure, scalable, resilient.
Wow.
This thing processes quadrillions with a queue of rupees every year. It's basically the national ledger, and it's never blinked, even during huge economic shifts.
Incredible. And who uses it mainly?
Its main customers are the commercial banks, the central government, and the state government.
So it's the super secure back-end engine for all the big players then. What does it let them do exactly?
Precisely. So e-Kuber is really key for conducting auctions. When the government needs to borrow money, it issues government securities, or GSECs.
Right, bonds, basically.
Yes. e-Kuber handles the primary issuance auctions and also buybacks. This is how the government funds everything from infrastructure to public services.
Okay.
It also handles the seamless settlement of tons of other financial transactions, and it holds the current accounts for all commercial banks and governments with the RBI.
Got it.
Plus, it's involved in distributing funds for government schemes, processing electronic payments for them. It's really central.
That makes total sense for issuing the GSECs initially. But once they're out there in the market, how are they traded, like between banks or institutions? I imagine that used to be messy.
Oh, definitely less efficient. So for that secondary market trading, we look at NDSOM. That's Negotiated Dealing System Order Matching. It actually launched way back in 2005.
2005. Okay, so that's been around a while.
Yes, and it was revolutionary. It's the main electronic trading platform for GSECs after they've been issued. Before NDSOM, picture this: critical government bond trading happening over phone calls.
Wow, really? Phones?
Yes, full of delays, information wasn't equal. NDSOM didn't just digitize it. It brought transparency, speed. It totally changed how prices were discovered by creating this anonymous, order-driven electronic market.
So kind of like a stock exchange, but specifically for government bonds with all that real-time trading benefit.
Exactly like that. The key users are banks, primary dealers, big financial institutions, think mutual funds, insurance companies, and even foreign investors, FIIs and FPIs. It really dragged the GSEC market into the modern era.
Okay, so all this trading, settlements via e-Kuber, auctions, it must generate just an unbelievable amount of data, almost overwhelming.
It does.
So what's the RBI's backbone for managing all that information? And maybe more importantly, how do they use it? Make sense of it to guide policy.
Right. That brings us to something much newer, CIMs, the Centralized Information Management System, launched just last year, 2023.
CIMS.
Okay.
No, this isn't just storage. Think of it as the RBI's next-gen data warehouse and analytics platform. It's absolutely foundational for making policy based on data and for supervision.
So going beyond just collecting data.
Way beyond. CMS enables really advanced analytics. We're talking artificial intelligence, machine learning. It's like the RBI's crystal ball almost.
Huh. Okay. How so?
Well, it can use AI to spot potential market issues or identify emerging financial risks much faster than humans could by just crunching numbers manually. It fundamentally changes how policy can be shaped.
Right, getting ahead of problems.
Exactly. It provides timely, accurate data for decisions, improves how data is governed, allows real-time monitoring, and it uses something called XBRL for reporting.
XBRL.
Yeah, Extensible Business Reporting Language. It's basically a standard digital language for financial reports. Makes data easy to compare and analyze across different banks or institutions. Got it. So SIMS helps the RBI make smarter, faster decisions for the whole economy. How does that kind of data insight connect to how the government itself manages its own money? Day-to-day budgets and things.
For that, there's BEAMS. That's the Budget Estimation, Allocation, and Monitoring System, launched in 2021.
BEAMS. Another acronym.
Yes. Lots of them. BEAMS is used by central and state government departments. It helps them manage their budgets efficiently and transparently.
How?
It helps with precise budget estimates, allocating funds, and crucially, because it's integrated with RBI systems like e-Kuber, it allows real-time monitoring of how funds are released and spent.
So real-time tracking of government spending.
Exactly. Big boost for transparency, accountability.
Yeah.
Helps make sure public money is used optimally.
That level of financial control sounds incredibly useful for the government. But what about the RBI's role internationally? Is there tech involved there too?
Yeah.
Ensuring transparency across borders?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where the LEI portal comes in, Legal Entity Identifier. This initiative started rolling out globally, and the Indian portal launched in 2017.
LEI, Legal Entity Identifier. What is that exactly?
It's a unique 20-character code, like a global ID number for any company or legal entity involved in financial transactions.
Okay, like a corporate passport number.
That's a great way to put it. It makes it instantly clear who you're dealing with in, say, a big cross-border deal.
Yeah.
Massively improves risk assessment because you can track exposure to a single entity across different markets.
Right, prevents surprises.
Precisely. The portal in India, managed by an RBI subsidiary called LEIL, handles issuing these LEIs. It's a big contribution to global financial transparency and helps with regulatory compliance, too.
Okay, that's a really solid overview of those foundational systems, the real backbone. So we've seen this incredibly robust engine the RBI built, but once that was humming along, what was next? How did they start connecting, us, the individuals, directly to this complex system? How has tech empowered the average financial consumer?
Right, this is where it gets really interesting for most people. A genuine game changer here is RBI Retail Direct, launched in 2021.
RBI Retail Direct, what's the goal there?
Simple purpose. Empower individual retail investors, like you or me, with direct, easy access to the government securities market, bypassing the traditional intermediaries.
Wait, so I can buy government bonds directly from the RBI now without going through a bank or broker?
Yes, that's exactly it. It lets you directly buy and sell various G-SEC treasury bills, regular government bonds, sovereign gold bonds, even state development loans.
How does it work?
You open a special account called a Retail Direct Guild account, or RDG account, directly with the RBI online.
That's huge. That really does open up a market that used to feel very institutional.
It absolutely democratizes it. And importantly, it cuts down or eliminates brokerage fees and commissions for retail investors.
Big step for financial inclusion. Okay, what about simplifying those everyday financial tasks, the boring stuff, like paying bills?
Yes, the routine chores. For that, we have the Bharat Bill Payment System, or BBPS, launched in 2017.
BBPS, I think I've seen that logo.
You probably have. It was conceptualized by the RBI, but it's operated by NPCI, the same folks behind UPI. BBPS is basically an integrated online platform for paying all sorts of bills.
All sorts? Like what?
Utilities, electricity, water, gas, telecom bills, DTH recharges, loan EMIs, school fees, insurance premiums, tons of recurring payments, all consolidated onto one system.
Okay, so instead of logging into 10 different websites.
Exactly. One-stop shop. You can pay from anywhere, anytime, using various channels, bank apps, third-party apps, and different payment modes like UPI cards, net banking.
And it's reliable.
Very. You get instant confirmation, it's secure, and there's even a unified system for handling complaints if something goes wrong. It's also pushing India towards being a less cash society.
That sounds incredibly practical. Solves a real everyday hassle. Now, here's something that genuinely surprised me when I learned about it. What if you, forgot about money in an old bank account, maybe years ago? There's actually a way to find it now.
Yes. It sounds almost too good to be true, but there is. It's the UDGM platform, launched in 2023.
UDGM. What does that stand for?
Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. UDGM.
Okay, Unclaimed Deposits Gateway. So how does it work?
It's designed to help people like you search for unclaimed deposits across multiple banks, all in one central place online. The main goal is simple. Get that money back to its rightful owners.
What kind of money are we talking about?
Could be balances in old savings or current accounts, fixed deposits that matured years ago and were never claimed,
Yeah.
even unpaid dividends.
So instead of racking your brain trying to remember every bank you ever dealt with and calling each one.
Exactly, which was a nightmare.
Yeah. You just check this one portal. That simplifies things massively. I mean, who hasn't had that little thought, did I close that account from college? Or was there $50 left in that first savings account?
Right. The relief of potentially finding forgotten cash through one search, it's pretty great.
How do you search? What info do you need?
It's pretty straightforward. You need the account holder's name, the name of the bank you think it might be in, and then at least one identifier like your PAN card number, voter ID, or date of birth.
Okay, and if it finds something?
If there's a match for an unclaimed deposit, UDGM will show you the name of the bank holding it. Now, this is important. UDGM helps you find it.
But it doesn't give you the money directly.
Correct. The actual claim process still requires you to contact that specific bank directly. But now you know where to go. Each unclaimed account also gets a unique reference number, a UDRN.
Why do deposits even become unclaimed in the first place?
Several reasons. An account might just sit inactive for 10 years, or a fixed deposit matures and 10 years pass without anyone claiming it. Sometimes it's just small, forgotten balances, people move and change contact details, or, sadly, the depositor might pass away and the nominee isn't aware or doesn't know how to claim it.
That's an amazing public service, honestly. Okay, beyond finding lost money, what if you just have a regular complaint, an issue with your bank or another financial company the RBI regulates? Is there a direct channel for that?
Yes, there is. That's the Complaint Management System, or CMS, launched in 2019.
CMS.
It's an online platform specifically for the public to lodge complaints against regulated entities, banks, NBFCs, that sort of thing.
So easier than writing letters or making endless calls.
Much easier. It provides ease of access. It's integrated with the RBI's own banking ombudsman system. You can track your complaint in real time so you know what's happening.
Transparency, nice.
Exactly. And you can access it through the RBI's website or their mobile app.
Okay, so we've covered the core infrastructure. We've seen how individuals are being empowered directly. Now, let's shift gears a bit. Talk about the RBI's role as the guardian, the regulator, the protector. How does tech help ensure the safety and integrity of the whole financial system and ultimately, protect your money?
Right. Safeguarding the system is paramount. For this, the RBI introduced DAKSH in 2022.
DAKSH, what does that mean?
It means competent or efficient in Sanskrit. And DAKSH is the RBI's advanced supervisory technology platform, SupTech, they call it.
SupTech, okay.
Think of it as moving supervision from just occasional checks to a more continuous, intelligent monitoring system. Its main goal is to seriously boost the effectiveness and efficiency of how the RBI supervises banks and NBFCs, making supervision data-driven and, importantly, proactive.
Proactive supervision, that sounds key. Can you give a hypothetical example? What kind of risk might DAKSH flag that older methods might miss until it's too late?
Sure. So DAKSH uses advanced analytics, AI, machine learning, to spot unusual patterns or anomalies across data from many different institutions.
Okay.
For instance, it might detect a sudden, weird surge in lots of small cross-border payments going through different banks. Individually, they might look okay, but aggregated. It could signal an emerging money laundering network that no single bank would necessarily spot.
Ah, I see. Connecting the dots.
Exactly. Or it might identify a growing concentration of loans in one particular risky sector across the system, flagging it for a deeper, preemptive look by supervisors. It's about catching potential issues before they blow up, being proactive, not just reacting after damage is done.
That's a really powerful difference. Okay, and how does the RBI use tech to streamline its own dealings with all these banks and financial companies it regulates? I imagine cutting down bureaucracy and making compliance easier helps everyone.
Absolutely. And that's where PRAVAAH comes in, launched in 2023.
PRAVAAH.
Yep. PRAVAAH stands for Platform for Regulatory Application, Validation, and Authorization. It's basically a central, secure, online portal designed to completely change how regulated entities interact with the RBI for various approvals and permissions, replacing piles of paper.
Sounds like a huge efficiency gain. What can companies do through PRAVAAH?
They can file applications online for things like new licenses or getting approvals. They can request authorization for launching new financial products or services. And crucially, they can track the status of their applications in real time.
Ah, so no more black box where applications disappear for months.
Hopefully not. It boosts transparency and efficiency for both the RBI and the companies involved. Speeds things up considerably.
Makes sense. So we've seen tech for internal supervision, tech for streamlining regulation. But how does the RBI use tech to reach out and directly protect the public from financial crime and educate them?
Two key initiatives there. First, the Sachet portal, launched back in 2016.
Sachet, like a small packet.
Kind of. Think of it as a warning packet. Sachet also means alert or aware in Hindi. It's a public-facing website acting as a shield against illegal deposit-taking schemes and dodgy, unregulated companies.
So fighting fraud directly.
Yes. It gives citizens a place to report suspected illegal schemes. It also lets you check if a company promising high returns is actually registered with any financial regulator.
That's incredibly useful, a verification tool.
Exactly. And it helps coordinate action between different regulators, RBI, SEBI for the stock market, state governments to shut down these scams faster.
Vital resource. And what about broader public education, just general awareness?
For that, there's the big campaign, RBI Kehta Hai, which means RBI says, launched in 2019.
Ah, RBI Kehta Hai, I've definitely heard that phrase.
Yes, it's a very high-profile multimedia public awareness campaign. The goal is boosting financial literacy and making people aware of safe banking practices and how to protect themselves. You might have heard their jingles on the radio or seen ads.
Right. What kind of messages do they push?
A lot focus on fraud prevention, warning about phishing emails, suspicious calls, asking for OTPs, things like that.
Very important these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They also educate people about different financial products, what your rights are as a customer, and general digital security tips. And they use everything, TV, radio, print, social media, even WhatsApp, to get the message out widely.
Wow. What an incredible journey we've taken, really, through the RBI's tech landscape today. It's mind-blowing.
It really is comprehensive.
From those absolutely fundamental challenges of running a nation's finances core systems like e-Kuber and DSOM to harnessing this immense power of data with CIMs, it's clear tech isn't just part of India's financial system. It's like woven into its very foundations now.
Absolutely. And as we saw, it goes so much further than just the core plumbing.
Right. Platforms like RBI Retail Direct actually opening up government bonds to, well, anyone.
Making investing more democratic.
Yeah, and Parat bill payment systems simplifying those endless daily bill payments. And UDGAM, that ability to potentially find forgotten money, that's just amazing.
A very practical application for sure.
And maybe most importantly, how the RBI uses tech, not just for making things run smoothly, but for actively safeguarding the system, protecting you, the consumer.
With DAKSH doing that proactive supervision.
PRAVAAH streamlining how banks interact with the regulator.
And then the public-facing shields, like the Sachet portal and the RBI Kehta Hai campaign, fighting fraud and building awareness.
It really underscores the sheer scale of innovation, doesn't it? And this deep commitment to transparency, efficiency.
Definitely. Technology isn't just some add-on for the RBI. It feels like it's now a core pillar of modern financial governance in India. Essential for stability, but also for individual well-being.
It's truly incredible to think how much of this intricate, high-tech work hums along behind the scenes every single day, yet its impact is massive on the stability of a whole nation and on every single person's financial life. So as technology just keeps accelerating, keeps weaving itself deeper into everything we do, what do you think comes next? What future innovations might be on the horizon for central banks, not just in India, but globally? And what new opportunities or maybe, new challenges could those bring for financial systems and for all of us as individuals?